Hi, I'm Chris Harper, and with me here is John, and we're here to demonstrate an application for neck pain. This is when you have pain at the base and along the back of the neck. Some potential causes of this may be stress, overuse such as sitting at a desk or computer throughout the day, looking down while running, or repetitive motions. Some other causes may include car accidents, sudden changes of direction, or sleeping awkwardly. KTTape helps treat this condition by assisting in posture, relaxing muscles, relieving pressure to reduce pain, and may increase circulation. So for this application, we're going to have John go ahead and spin around so we can see the back of his neck. And we're going to position him by stretching the skin on the back of the neck. So we're going to bring that chin down towards the sternum or the chest as much as is comfortable. We're going to tear our first strip. I'm going to twist and tear the backing paper down near one end of the tape to create an anchor point. I'm being very careful not to touch the adhesive of the tape. Okay, to measure where this goes, I'm going to go a good 3 or 4 inches below the hairline of the neck and go ahead and just let this fall. And again, being careful not to touch the adhesive, I'm applying this anchor. I'm going right over the muscles to the side of the spine. Okay, and to apply this, I'm going to take that backing paper off, leaving a little bit of paper on there so I can handle the tape without touching the adhesive. And I'm going to stretch this nice and evenly with 25% stretch. So if that's 100%, I'm going to back that off 50% and 50% again. And I'm going to lay that down, except for the last little bit, I'm going to just let that end of the tape fall onto the skin. Okay, with absolutely zero stretch. Okay, for the next piece, just like the first one, I'm going to twist and tear the backing paper down near one end of the tape and remove that. Okay, I'm going to measure as I did with the first one, so that ends up about the same place as that first strip. I'm just on the muscles on the opposite side of the neck, and just like with the first one, I'm going to apply this with 25% stretch. So stretching that 100%, back that off 50, and back that off 50% again. That should end up at about 25% stretch. I'm laying that down, and I'm now going to remove the backing paper with absolutely zero stretch as I lay that tail down. I'm going to give the whole application a good friction rub there so far what I've done, and I've got one more piece. Okay, just like the first two, I'm going to take the a full strip. This time I'm going to twist and tear the paper in the middle of that piece, and I'm again being very careful not to touch the adhesive of the tape. I'm also going to apply a stretch through the middle of this piece, and how I do that is nice and evenly with my thumbs. I'm not trying to pull in the middle of the tape, but putting my thumbs flat. And if we have a point of pain in this area, I'm going to stretch this piece 80%. So if I go all the way out and back that off just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and lay that piece down with 80% stretch. And I'm going to lay that down just like with the first two. The ends of the tape I'm going to place on the skin with absolutely zero stretch. So I'm taking that paper off and laying that down with absolutely zero stretch. I'm going to give the whole application a little bit of friction that creates heat, that allows the adhesive to really stick to the skin well. Okay, that looks good. Now we can come up out of that position, and you should have a little bit of wrinkling in the tape. That looks great. Some helpful tips before applying. Clean the skin very well. Remove any oils or lotions you may have on. Be careful with taking clothing on or off, as this may roll the tape. Try not to tape into the hairline. This may cause a little pulling of the hair if turning your head. Also, you can use beige KT tape if you don't want the application to be that visible. Some complementary treatments may include rest, ice, relaxation, massage, physical therapy or chiropractic care, or anti-inflammatory medications such as ibuprofen. Please seek care if you have extreme pain or swelling, loss of range of motion, symptoms radiating into the extremities, or if any of these symptoms remain persistent. For more information, see our website at kttape.com.